she really wasn't any different than the rest of my grandchildren. Just because she had a disability. We did things together. We went to movies. We went to the mall. We went on vacations. And there was things that she was limited that she couldn't do, but it didn't matter to us. We compensated with other things. And I'm very proud of her, how she has accomplished what she has. Graduating from high school with honors and going to college and graduating from there with honors, and now she's in grad school. That's an accomplishment. She has kind of overcome her disability.
Hey, puppy.
Hi, Emma.
Yeah,
Good to see you. What's up, little dog?
What are you doing?
Hi, Haley. Good to see you.
Sure, you.
Hello. Hi.
Good. I just got home.
Just got home? Yeah, I heard. When were you diagnosed with muscular dystrophy?
I was diagnosed around 18 months when my mom noticed that I was kind of walking a little funny and I was not running, so she took me to the doctor, and the doctor took me out into the hallway and he watched me walk, and then he came in and told my mom to take me to Children's to be evaluated. And then they did multiple runs of tests, and then I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy based on certain symptoms that I showed and phenotypes that I showed, but not necessarily that they could find a genetic cause at that time. Muscular dystrophy isn't just one type of disease. It's basically like an umbrella term. So underneath the umbrella is conditions such as Duchenne, Becker's, limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, which is what I was diagnosed with at that time. It affects different areas of the body depending on what type you have, but when I was diagnosed, it was shown that it was affecting my shoulder muscles and my hip muscles, which is why I have difficulty raising my arms above my head. I can't stand up and walk. Over time, my lungs got checked, my heart got checked. The disease started to affect that I was just losing heart muscle too.
Japan, beginning of movie.
And after a lot of genetic testing, we eventually found the genetic cause of my condition, and that it was actually called Emery-Dreifuss muscular dystrophy, which is what I have. So I was a genetic mystery for a while.
He got you looking crazy. Yep. He was gonna take a nap. That's exactly what she's gonna do.
Per usual. Less than amazing episode.
Well, I grew up very fast because when we used to transfer houses to house, like from my dad's house to my mom's house. At my dad's, he wasn't really around a lot. He had no ramp. It was all steps. He didn't decide to build a ramp until our mom got a court order for him to build a ramp, and there was only one ramp outside that he put on the deck. So she still couldn't get upstairs.
I mean, that's fine, but the point is that my mom had a court order him to do it.
Yeah.
And then I got blamed for it because I didn't say anything. Why didn't you tell us that you were having trouble? I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
I'm the kid.
Yeah.
He wasn't much of a parent anyways.
So when my teacher started talking about genetics, I started to kind of understand the how and why I was in a chair and why I had muscular dystrophy. I started to learn that it's kind of like learning about the galaxy in space, like how you know there's the moon and everything, but there's just this big underlying complexity, and that's kind of how it was with genetics, how there's this, you can't see your genes, at all, but you just understand that we have this manuscript inside our bodies.
There is a handicap entrance, but it's on the whole other side of the building. If you go like walk all the way around, most people know this as the stick building.
So what class is first again?
Chromosomes and human disease. We're not gonna go to that till like 8-4 days.
Okay.
So every disease is governed by genetics, even complex diseases, and they're all governed by these many genes. And learning about all that really helped me understand why I had my condition, and really it was very profound how I kind of realized that like one mutation in my own like manuscript like instruction book caused my condition and me to be the way that I am.
Vicky!
How are you? Uh-huh.
I don't want to go to college.
No.
I think people just assume that I'm sad all the time. They just assume that I don't have a life. I'm sad all the time. I don't do things. I don't go out. I don't do this. I don't do that. And they just automatically assume that I'm so sad and I'm so upset with my own life. And that's not true. Like I'm not sad. I love living my life. I'm not upset. I have a great childhood. I have a great family. I have great friends. It's only they think that I'm frustrated. Again, they think that I'm frustrated that I have the condition because they think that it's the condition. But really, I'm frustrated. I get frustrated with the system because they're not. I get frustrated when I can't go inside a building because they don't have a handicap button. They don't have a ramp. And so that's what's frustrating is because it's that's blocking me from doing that. It's not my condition that's blocking me. My chair can get in the building perfectly fine.
Turn the lift on.
Jesus.
See that? You're not able to even turn it on.
Make people more aware. You can invoke change, and a lot of that change has to do with policies. People want to go out with me, and I would love to, be invited to things and just not have to worry all the time. Like that's the frustrating part is that you're just so worried because you're unsure if the environment is going to be adaptable to you, and then you don't really have that much fun because you're so worried about the environment not being the way it is. And then people feel bad because they think that they're the ones excluding me, but they're not the ones that are excluding me. I think I inspire people for a wrong reason. I think they see me so that they can feel better about themselves, and they kind of see me like, oh my goodness, you're happy. You're so strong because you're happy. Again, they think that I'm so depressed and so sad. I still want to live. It's just that such bad stigma that disability is like a deterrent to living a normal life. It doesn't inhibit me from living a normal life. It only inhibits me when society is rigged against me. If I can't get into the front door of a party, then yeah, I can't go to a party, and that's frustrating and upsetting. But that's not my condition's fault. I think the movie would be called The Life of a Cripple.
I think that's a wrap right there.
I like that.
I do too.